Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Mental Dojo with yours truly, Dennis Procopio. I'm the owner of Man Up Life Coaching, and in this 30-minute segment, we are going to roll our sleeves up, put on our thinking caps, and grind our way through another uncomfortable male topic. So come on inside, I'll see you in there. All right, we're here in the Mental Dojo, and I'm going to flip the timer. And we're going to talk about a topic. Today we're going to talk about, today's title, can't means won't, period. Oh boy, I'm going to tell you, this is a sore spot for me, today's topic. So I'm going to start this off with a quote by a coach of coaches, Bear Bryant, Nick Saban's predecessor, over there, University of Alabama, the Crimson Tide coach who made the herringbone pattern, the black and white, or houndstooth. That's what it is, houndstooth. The houndstooth pattern, famous because he wore the black and white houndstooth hat. Well, I have a buddy. He's a little person like my son, and that's his alma mater. And when he was in college, he was coach's right hand man. Coach didn't treat him like a mascot. He treated him like just another player, and did a lot for the guy's confidence. Did a lot for his courage. And he might have been short, but he was slick, man. They would use him to signal and stuff. Anyway, there's a whole story there. But this friend of mine really made me appreciate this coach that he worked under, literally. Whoa. And Bear Bryant once famously said, you don't know, or I think it was, you never know how a horse is going to pull until you hook him to a cart. You know, you're looking at these guys, and you're looking at these, these guys that you're potentially going to recruit and how well they did at high school, and looking at tape of them or whatever. But you find out who a dude is when you say, okay, pull. Let's see what you're made of. Now, I'm a coach. And in the beginning, I start out with guys and I give them what we call our core program. The core program is pretty simple. It's designed to get you in a pattern, doing things to use your mind, like playing chess, brain games, getting your diet and your exercise under control, right? Dialing that in, staying on top of your personal organization, right? Making sure the ball doesn't get dropped, making sure that you have a system so that you can walk around enjoying your life without some deep-seated terror that you're going to screw something up somewhere, right? That's all going to come apart because of your bad planning. Meditation, because meditation. Meditation's a huge part of what we do here. You're a man. You need to be grounded. Your chick can be up there like a freaking kite in an electric storm, but you need to be down here to grab that string. And in fact, your inner chick, your little inner bitch man that we all know is there, so don't lie and try to say it's not there, because we know it's there. Flying around up there in the electrical storm. I'm scared. It's all gonna, this is the moment I fear we're gonna crash and we're gonna die. I'm a big pussy. Mommy. Right? Some meditation to get back down here where the balls are. Man. I'm at the bottom of the squad. I'm strong. I am the earth. I'm a tractor. I'm mud. Earth man. Like the thing. That's what when I think of grounded, I think of like the thing. That's what it means to be grounded. The fucking Hulk. I'm grounded. So meditation. Big deal. Validation. If all you hear all day is you saying, you're a piece of crap, Hey, you're just like your father. You know, what do you think? You're better than me? Bad, 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 bad. Then obviously you're going to be a product of whatever the fuck you're marinating in there. So don't say bad things. Easier not said than not done. There was a fun in there somewhere. I didn't find it. So it says, story. I have a client who, oh man, this is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a rough one because I don't like to say bad things about guys. So I'm going to tell this story as the story of a guy. I once I had a boss who told me, he said, you know, Denny, sometimes you got to push a guy and sometimes you got to pull him. And I said, you can pull all the guys you want. I ain't pulling no guys. But I know what he meant. If you keep pushing a guy and pushing a guy and pushing a guy and pushing a guy and he's just not moving, sometimes you just got to grab him and go, come on, bro. Come on. I got you. You give him a little bit of a hand. But God damn it, I'm only going to pull you for so long, man. And then I'm going to need you to use your little baby man legs, and you're going to need to stand on your little baby man feet, and you're going to need to have to grow the fuck up, man. God, I'm trying not to cuss in this, but this one, ooh, this is one that bugs me. It really, really does. It gets to me. It gets to me. You know why it gets to me, right? It gets to me because I was that man. I was that baby man. Gosh, it was a fight. It was a fight. It was a fight. It was a fight. It was a fight getting through that struggle. But I fought that fight. Why? Because I'm not a quitter, man. I'm not a loser. I'm a winner. I didn't give up. I had a rough ride, man, but I didn't give up. So every once in a while, I get a client who's just like giving up on me. It's like, you know, like you see in the movies with the clear, you know, and you're like, oh, he's coming back down and go, we're losing them, you know. This guy paid for a year. His year is almost over, and I'm still going, clear, like you coming into Man Up Life Coaching is like coming into the ER. You're in survival mode. I go, whoa, we got a hot one. I got to roll you in. I got to triage you. Like, okay, what's going on here? Figure out what's happening. Settle you in. Okay, we're going to be okay. All right. Woo. All right. You know, as my little son would say, stop, breathe, and think, right? Okay. Okay, we're gonna handle this. All right. You're in survival mode right now, but don't worry, I'm here to help. Yeah. And then from there, you get this new script and you start doing these things and you're like, I'm just a little bit afraid. And I'm like, don't worry, fella, I've got you covered. And you're like, are you sure? Because I've never really done this before. And I feel like a goofball. And I say, don't worry about it. You've paid for this, you know, obviously paternal validation. So good boy, do a good job. You're the best. You know, whatever. Good. You're good. You're good. You're good. But eventually you're going to learn how to tell yourself you're good because I don't want to do this forever. And you learn. Okay, hey, I'm good. Hey, I'm good. You learn to self-validate. And I say, you're good now, right? And they say, yeah, I'm good. Thank you, bro. Yeah. And they say, sorry, I was such a fucking emotional leech in the beginning. It's okay. I understand. You know, that's just how it is. You know, you were in a larval state, but you metamorphosed and now you're a big moth, you know. Well, every once in a while you get a guy who just won't, man. He just won't. He won't. He just won't. I got a client who, this is the part of the session that's hard for me because I always want to say good things, right? But I got a client who, man, right now is demonstrating the opposite of the Midas touch. It's like Charlie Brown. You know, remember Charlie Brown? He'd try to fly a kite. It would get tangled up in a tree. He'd try to go fishing and he'd catch his own underpants or get a hook in his eye or whatever. Charlie Brown was just the guy who's like always like, why is everything always so much work for me, right? And it never works out for me. Like, what's my deal, right? Why can't I just have fun like everybody else? Why is it got to be so hard for me? So I have that guy. It kills me to watch this dude. It kills me. I so badly want this guy to finally get the message. And I wrote it here. If you want it, you have to push toward it. Even if that push is just a lean. Like, if you can't push on that wall anymore, then just fucking lean on it, man. Just still be going that way. Don't give up. Fight. The guy's going, yeah, I get it, but I don't know what to do. And I'm saying, do you not notice this crazy coincidence that literally everything you try to do fails, everything you touch breaks, everything around you is freaking bad luck? Do you not recognize this freaking statistical improbability of that? Something else obviously has to be going on here, right? You can't just be this goddamn unlucky. And what it is it's the victim thinking. You create your own, he's just got this morose vibe and he just creates his own, the gravity of negativity and failure. It's an insistence upon being a failure. I recently played a chess game with this dude and he was winning by such a wide margin and he still fucking lost. I couldn't understand it. I'm like, am I seriously going to win this game? The material is so upside down. It's impossible for him to lose this game. And he still found a way. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate this guy. I'm not on here to say, oh, I hate my clients. But this one, this thing, this I'm trying and nothing's working, but look at me try. I guess it's just because that I can't Mother flip, man. Come on. You got a life here, man. Live it. Guys like that haven't died in their life. There's a death that you go through in life. And once you go through that death, and this sounds like kind of crazy, but I'm saying for anybody who's gone through it, you know what I'm talking about. When you hear these guys in blues songs talking about going down to the crossroads, like, what do you really think they're talking about? Do you understand what the blues is? It's not just, I've got a little sand in my mangina. I mean, it's the epitome of depression. It's the thing that takes everything out of you and it makes it impossible for you to do anything. That's the blues. I woke up the morning and the blues was all in my bread. That's a thing. It's just, ugh. Right? And guys are like, what is this? How do I get this off of me? It's like radiation, like a fungus. It's like a fucking virus. Ugh. I've got something happen because it's an emotion. A guy doesn't really know what's going on. He doesn't know if he has to fart or, oh, what is this? Yeah, you're sad. That's what it is. Yeah. You're sad. You're alone. You're at the crossroads. You feel so alone in the world. And those waters are cold and deep. But the good news is those waters are cold and deep. Stop being a baby. Go all the way down into your little reptilian nature. That sounds crazy, right? I don't mean in a David Icke way. I just mean in a pull back to your lizard hindbrain way. And get down into the very swimmy little thing that you were at the very beginning of your life, which is a little sperm, a little fucking eel. And yeah, the waters are cold and deep. Deal with it. Kind of like taking the black in Game of Thrones. Yeah, you take the black, you're up there, and then next thing you know, you're Jon Snow, and you're like, really, I could just fucking stay here. Why even go back to that? Huh? What manning up is. So you do. There's a death in life that occurs for a man boy. He becomes a man because he allows himself to come to the realization that he imagines he's alone in life. He comes to terms with that. He accepts it. And then the gospel, or the good news, is you're not separated. You're not capable of being separated, you goofy little fool. You're just a kid scaring himself. A child in the eyes of whoever you want to imagine is pulling the strings on your little Pinocchio. Yeah. Whoever your maestro is. Your highest self. But to this guy's like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, just like, okay, nothing ever works for me. I guess I'll just use my voice and try to get people to love me, but it probably won't happen because wham me. Everything works for everyone else, but not for me. Poor Eeyore. And you just want to go, man, somewhere out there is a quadriplegic that would love to be able to do the workouts that you're capable of doing. You're sitting here complaining that you're old. Somewhere out there is somebody who would love to be able to play the guitar at least as well as you play. And would love the opportunity to sit in a room with that guitar and the luxury to just play it and listen to its beautiful music and just meditate. Somebody out there would take all of the blessings that you have right now and do something positive with them. But man, you're just sitting there crying. Poor me. And you're running the same old narrative that you've been running since you were a kid. But now you're in your 40s, dog. It's getting old. It's like watching someone drown in the shallow part of the water because they won't stand up. Like watching a guy drown in a puddle because he won't roll his head out of the puddle. Like if you saw a dude drowning in the puddle, you'd be like, I'm not going to save you. Get the fuck up. But, my job is to say, okay, well, maybe there's some reason that this guy doesn't believe that he can get out of this puddle. But when you try to help the guy and he pulls you into the puddle and tries to drown you to justify his fear of life, man, it gets you frustrated. I promise that. So, what did I write here? I wrote, you need your own permission to succeed. That's what we mean by forgiveness. Stop being a victim. Be something else. Fucking anything else. I literally wrote that. I was mad here when I was writing with big letters. Like, come on, man. It's like we get you on The Biggest Loser and we give you all the opportunities and you come off this show twice the size you were when you got on Come on, man. What are you doing? Come on, let's go. And the frustration is because I remember being there. Of course, I remember being there. I remember when it was impossible to move. I remember people telling me, hey, man, you can't just lamp on my dime. You have to, you need to show me a hustle here. I'm giving you a little place to stay, but you got to find a job. You got to. It was constantly in survival mode, just trying to catch my breath. So I know that feeling. But man, you can get into a routine with your sleeping. You can do that. Talking about a person who has the opportunity to do that and then doing it and making excuses for it. You have a guitar and you have the idea that you're going to do something professionally with that guitar. But when I listen to you play, you sound rusty. So instead of complaining all day, play your guitar all day. That's what the blues is about. It's about being alone in a room with your blues and picking up that guitar and playing yourself out of those blues, playing and playing and playing, and letting those strings really resonate with your transcendent loneliness and depression. Transcendent, but instead of being afraid of that transcendence, you say, all right, if this lifts me up and out, then let's go. And next thing you know, you feel weirdly empowered. And you understand, man, everything's going to be okay. And then we're back to being grounded like the Thing, the Hulk. A big, 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 big tree with big, 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 big roots. The blues is a thing, but you can get through. And that's why the title of this is Can't Means Won't, period. Some people invite the blues in and then just don't let them leave. Chase them around. Because if the blues go away, then they lose their excuse for their inertia. And then it starts looking like they're lazy, and then that makes them even more depressed. And they're not lazy. They've just forgotten how to be winners. They've forgotten how to be winners. They've forgotten what a winner mindset is. They've forgotten what a winner mentality is. They think they need the good job first. They think they need the money first. They think they need the car first. They think they need the stuff first. They think they need a pretty girlfriend first. They think they need all of these things first so that they can then have confidence, and then they won't be sad and blue. But I'm here to tell you, lean against the blues, push against them. Challenge them, defy them. Church people would say, not today, Satan. They would say, I rebuke you. That's what church people would say. So if you're not a church person, what do you say? You say, what is the ego trying to do? What is its hustle? What is its game? What is its angle? It keeps whispering in my ear that I'm a loser. Why is it doing that? To keep me in this bar with them. Misery loves company. Keep me down here. There's something in my psyche that says that I don't deserve good things. I don't deserve sunshine. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve light. I don't deserve happiness. You have to push against that. That's why we validate, like for real. It's not, oh, affirmations are really good for you. They make you feel good and affirmations. Like, fuck this self-help rhetoric for 2 seconds and just think about what we're really saying here. You need your own permission to succeed. Who else's responsibility is it to accept you as a winner prior to you deciding that you're a winner? You know what I'm saying? First, you have to decide it, and then you have to sell it. And the chances are very high that there are going to be people who aren't going to buy it, and then who are going to intentionally not buy it. We have a term for those people. They're called haters. And it's your job to say, okay, well, I'm going to move in the direction of the people who believe in me, and kindly move away from the people who don't. And in the end, they'll all be believers. Why? Because you can't stop this cream from rising to the top. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I say the same thing in every one of these videos. God, it's always the same message. Just it's like, oh, chicken. Tonight we're having chicken cordon bleu. Tonight we're having, crispy chicken all orange. All right. So I have a client who has been with me for almost a year. And when his year is up, I'm going to be pretty goddamn frustrated if he doesn't give himself permission to succeed, forgive himself, and turn his kiss of death into the Midas touch, man. And all he needs to do that is believe in himself. Go out there and communicate with the world in a way that says, I'm trying something new. This makes me feel vulnerable, but hey, I'm going to try it. Today, I present to you me, a winner. And for the people who believe you, good. For the people who don't, continue to project a winner attitude until winner things happen to you. They will. How do I know that? Because this is what I do for a living. Call it the law of attraction, call it the secret, call it whatever the hell you want. I don't care call it what goes around, comes around. Call it you reap what you sow, call it karma, call it whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm telling you that what you put in is what you get. Now, I have a client who needs to learn to love himself, needs to learn to believe in himself, needs to learn to forgive himself, and needs to learn that while he has a body with energy, he needs to get that body up, get it moving, come up with a plan, stick to it, bust his ass, make it happen, get to the next level, stop saying I can't, and start saying I motherfucking will. And I'm going to die trying. And finally, he needs to have fun doing it and do it with a sense of humor. Because when you can laugh at yourself, even knowing darn well you're not giving up, ever, well, that's a winner's mindset. That's a person who not only says I can, but I will. Title, can't means won't. Revelation. Can means will. Tell yourself you can. Tell yourself you will. Make a plan. Make it happen. Or die trying. And have fun along the way. Don't take yourself too seriously. You're not a victim. You're just another man in the game. Grinding, and getting stronger doing so. And if you need help, get a coach. And if that doesn't work, well, there are options. All right. Can't means won't. Can means will. You can. That's the point. You can. And I have a client who will. And I can't wait to post a video saying, hey, remember that client that I was telling you about back in episode, whatever this is? Well, here's a triumphant story. So that's what it's all about. All right, man. I hope it's helped you, inspired you, interested you, whatever. You know who I am. I'm Dennis. This is the Mental Dojo, and I will see you on the other side. Take care. All right, well, you stuck it out to the bitter end, didn't you? That makes you a trooper, and I think you should probably hit subscribe because, let's face it, if you stuck around, you must like this content. It's for you, isn't it? Also, I like compliments, so if you're enjoying what I'm putting down, like a video. I like likes, you know? All right, thanks for sticking around. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.